Hello, it's Andrew Miller from artisticadd.com, and we're going to do another 5 by 5 by 5. That's a 5-inch by 5-inch canvas filled with abstract art in just about 5 minutes here. I'm going to be talking a little bit about art while you watch me paint this painting. Usually I'm listening to music when I paint abstract, but I can't put that on there because I don't really own the copyrights. So today I'm going to be talking about what keeps artists mediocre, or really what kind of keeps talented artists quiet, sitting at home, doing nothing. If you've read any Seth Godin, he's an amazing marketing genius, you've heard about what he calls the lizard brain, or the resistance, which is basically the part of your brain that fights you from taking risks, from trying to be the best you can be, because the resistance is all about safety and flying under the radar and just being normal and mediocre. So when you're trying to do something incredible, it fights you every step of the way. I've been reading this short book called Do the Work, which talks about the resistance. Let's see. And one of the things it says is that some of the allies that artists and entrepreneurs have are stupidity, stubbornness, and blind faith. This kind of threw me for a loop at first because I really didn't understand how stupidity and stubbornness could factor into an artist's life. I thought the more informed you are, the more intelligent you are, that equals being more successful. So I read on, and he talked about how one of the ways that the resistance keeps talented people at home is it causes us to overthink things. It causes us to really, when we come up with an idea, if it's the slightest bit risky, well, we have to figure out all the variables, we have to read a bunch of books on the subject, we have to research it, and through this whole process, we never really get anywhere. And this is one way that the resistance keeps artists from being successful. So what it says in this book is that, let's see here, that you need to stay ignorant. Let me read a quote here. Ignorance and arrogance are the artist and entrepreneur's indispensable allies. She must be clueless enough to have no idea how difficult her enterprise is going to be, and cocky enough to believe she can pull it off anyway. He also says that the 3 dumbest guys he can think of are Charles Lindbergh, Steve Jobs, and Winston Churchill. This is kind of a mind-blowing concept for me, because I tend to overthink things, and that has kept me from showing my art to people, from posting my art online, from really pushing to do a good job in a project. I overthink things, and then I become overwhelmed and decide it's just easier to not follow through. So let me challenge you to shut down the voices in your head, make great art, and share it with people. Don't be afraid. And if you love abstract art as much as I do, check out artisticadd.com/abstract.html. There are more tips there for you to improve your artistic career. I'll put a link below the video, and I will see you next week.